These papayas, the whole line behind me, were all planted at the same time. I believe it was 5 or 6 months ago when they were actually initially planted. When we first started getting the product, we put the Terra 14 on this group right up here. That was approximately 3 months ago when they were all about maybe a foot, foot and a half tall. We only treated this one side over here. The weeds started growing like crazy, and so did the plants. And one thing I noticed about a month later, this group right here just started growing astoundingly faster than the other half. And you can see now, about the time that they were actually treated, they grew so fast that they started to make fruit right down at the bottom. The other ones haven't even started making fruit yet. These have had fruit for the past month and a half on there. And you can see the ones down there are still about 2 to 3 feet shorter than the ones over here that we treated with the Terra 14. Typically, the rate of growth on these papaya over here is what we normally see in our papayas. Usually it takes about 6 to 8 months before we start developing fruit on the papayas. And being that these are about 6 months old, they are just flowering. So that's normal for a papaya production. But these are 6 months old, and they already have fruit formed on there that's been on there for about a month and a half. So I'm going to be picking fruit at least a month and a half on these, a month and a half earlier than the other ones. Not only that, that increases my productivity for the summer, because the yield always drops off in the wintertime because of the coldness. It just makes the trees grow slower. But my production will be at least a month and a half earlier on these papayas than on the untreated ones, which is great for me because these will come out in the fall, and these will be coming out in mid-summer when I can sell them a lot better than the fall production. So the productivity, I'm sure, will be increased, but the time frame, it's just more beneficial to have them earlier than later.
I'm standing in front of a papaya tree that we planted about 6 months ago. We planted several trees. The trees on this side, they were treated with the Terra 14. We've been using it at least once a month as a drench on the ground and as a foliar spray on the leaves. And we can really see the difference on, the difference between the ones we treat with the Terra 14 and the ones we didn't treat with the Terra 14. We can see they're at least 2 months ahead of the ones who were not treated with the Terra 14. So we're really, really happy with the product. We highly recommend it. I mean, we don't have to apply as many fertilizers, different things. This is just like a really complete foliar spray that, I'm just amazed how good it works. For the amount of benefit you get, I mean, it's really, really cheap. I mean, you're saving on. You don't have to buy as many things we used to buy before. Now with this only Terra 14, I'm just amazed how good it works. I mean, I think it's a really good product.